there are countless worlds to explore in our solar system besides the classical planets. Starting with an international fleet of spacecraft sent to Halley's Comet in 1986, we've sent a number of missions to comets that have revealed important insights about how planets are made and where we Earthlings come from. So today in this video, we're going to know about all past and future Comets missions. Let's discover. Launched on 12 August 1978, ICE achieved the first ever Comet encounter. This NASA spacecraft was originally known as ISEE-3, International Sun-Earth Explorer. Having completed its original mission, it was reactivated and diverted to pass through the tail of comet Giacobini-Zinner on 11 September 1985, coming within approximately 7,860 kilometers of the comet at closest approach. It also flew through the tail of Comet Halley on 28 March 1986, at a distance of 31 million kilometers from the comet's nucleus. Although NASA officially ceased contact with ICE in 1997, on 29 May 2014, a group named the ISEE-3 Reboot Project re-established two-way communication with the spacecraft, finding it to still be in a good working order. Launched on 15th and 21st December 1984, these two Russian probes each left a lander on the surface of Venus as they flew past it in June 1985 on the way to investigate and photograph Comet Halley. Vega 1 made its closest approach to the comet on 6 March 1986 at a distance of 8,890 kilometers. Vega 2 flew in closer to the comet nucleus at a distance of 8,030 kilometers on 9 March 1986. Launched on 7th January 1985 and 18th August 1985, these twin spacecraft were Japan's first deep space missions and aimed to explore Comet Halley on its journey into the inner solar system in 1986. Suisei approached to within 151,000 kilometers of Comet Halley on 8 March 1986 to observe its interaction with the solar wind. Sakigake approached to within 7 million kilometers of the comet on 11th March 1986. Launched 2nd July 1985, ESA's GIOTTO was the first European deep space mission. This spacecraft obtained the closest pictures ever taken of a comet. GIOTTO flew past the nucleus of Comet Halley at a distance of less than 600 kilometers on 13th March 1986. Images showed a black, potato-shaped object with active regions which were firing jets of gas and dust into space. GIOTTO then became the first spacecraft to visit two comets when it passed within 200 kilometers of Comet Griggs-Scalerup on 10 July 1992. GIOTTO was placed in hibernation on 23 July 1992, and the spacecraft has since been inactive. GIOTTO returned to the vicinity of the Earth on 1 July 1999. The distance of its closest approach was very uncertain, the estimate being about 220,000 kilometers, just over half the Earth-to-Moon distance. No communication with the spacecraft took place at this time. GIOTTO will continue to orbit the Sun for the foreseeable future, completing 6 revolutions roughly every 7 years. This was the first spacecraft in NASA's New Millennium program. Launched on 24 October 1998, its primary mission was to test 12 new advanced technologies. It approached within 26 kilometers of asteroid 9969 Braille on 29 July 1999. The few pictures returned show that Braille's longest side is about 2.2 kilometers across and its shortest side appears to be about 1 kilometer. In an extended mission, Deep Space One encountered Comet Borrelly on 22 September 2001 and returned images and other science data. The spacecraft was retired on 18 December 2001. Launched 7 February 1999, this NASA mission traveled into the cloud of ice and dust that surrounded the nucleus of Comet Wild 2, coming to within 240 kilometers or 150 miles of the nucleus itself on 2 January 2004. There it gathered comet dust particles and delivered them back to Earth in 2006. In an extended mission phase known as Stardust NEXT, New Exploration of Temple 1, the spacecraft visited Comet Temple 1 in 2011. The comet that was the target of the Deep Impact mission. launched on 3rd July 2002. Contour was a NASA mission to improve our understanding of comet nuclei. Encounters were planned with 2 comets. The spacecraft remained in orbit around the Earth until 15th August 2002, when it began maneuvers to move on to a heliocentric comet-chasing orbit. NASA controllers were not able to re-establish contact with the spacecraft following this and concluded that Contour was lost. NASA's Deep Impact mission launched on 12 February 2005. It consisted of 2 craft. The main spacecraft performed a flyby of Comet Tempel 1 and recorded images and data. The second craft was the Impactor, which was propelled into a target site on the comet in July 2005. The impact excavated debris from the comet, allowing the main spacecraft to analyze the composition of surface and interior materials of a comet. In an extended mission phase, Deep Impact was reassigned as Epoxy, a combination of 2 missions, DIXI, Deep Impact Extended Investigation Mission, and EPOC, Extrasolar Planet Observation and Characterization. The EPOC phase was carried out en route to Comet Halley 2, which it flew past on 4th November 2010. Epoxy went to observe Comet Goddard from afar in February and April of 2012, studying its orbit and surface activity. In February 2013, the spacecraft also observed Comet Ison. NASA lost contact with the probe in August 2013 and ceased attempts to re-establish communications the following month. ESA's Rosetta mission was launched on 2nd March 2004. It spent 10 years journeying in space, passing by 2 asteroids, 2867 Staines in 2008 and 21 Lutetia in 2010, before reaching its destination, Comet 67P Churyumov-Gerasimenko in August 2014. Rosetta followed the comet as it orbited around the Sun, and was the first mission to attempt on landing onto a comet nucleus. Comet Interceptor, a long-period comet flyby mission from ESA approved on June 2022, and likely launch on 2029 on the same rocket as ESA's Ariel. All previous comet missions have visited short-period comets, which have traveled into the inner solar system multiple times. Comet Interceptor's goal is to fly past the pristine comet. It will launch to L2 and wait for a target to be discovered. Once the likely target is discovered, Comet Interceptor will travel to intercept it, splitting into 3 spacecraft, a main one and 2 sub-satellites, a few weeks before the encounter for multi-point observations. If you enjoyed this informative video, please like it and share it with others. Also, please subscribe to my channel for more such content. Thank you for watching.